Welcome back to Team Fat Kid Choose the Fat. I am Jason.
This is Dennis.
This is Dilly. Hey. Or a.k.a. Noodle Man.
You really do not want to have that nickname, trust me.
Alright, fuck it. I'm Mr. Ramen Noodle.
So do tell. You gotta tell everybody. You gotta go into the story now.
I randomly won second place at a costume contest with my ramen noodle hoodie. I was peer pressured into going up there. Because of course, knowing me being a joker and everything like that, I was like, the lady that was hosting it, she was walking around the bar and everything like that, and she was like, "Oh, you have a costume? Come up here. You have a costume? Come up here." And I'm just wearing like, I think it was just a Team Fat Kid t-shirt, or it was my Fuss 79 or some shit like that. And then I just grabbed.
You're wearing a Fuss 79 shirt with a ramen hoodie.
That's racist.
Blasphemy.
No.
You can't be mixing your noodle soups, bro.
I don't know what shirt I was wearing, but because it's hot where we were sitting, so I was like, "Fuck it, take the hoodie off," and then
boom, still rocking noodles.
And it was funny, like,
guys, we know why it's called noodle.
I had my ramen noodle hoodie like on the chair behind me and everything like that, and then she's like, "Oh, whoever has a costume, come up here," and me just joking around, I was like, "I got one," and she was like, "Get up here!" I'm like,
were they struggling for people?
No, they weren't at all. There's like 14 people up there.
Jesus.
And then I was like, no, it's fine. And then PJ and Matt, bartender and server, they're like, "No, Dilly, go up there. Go up there. Go up there. Go up there." And I'm like, fucking took my shot. And I was like, all right, fucking, here we go. Like, shot, beer. And then I was like, all right, let me go up there.
Hold my beer.
And I just fucking stood there. And then Christy, she's like, one of my favorite bartenders up there. And like, she's like hosting it. And she was like, "All right, I don't need any introduction for this. Most of y'all know him. This is Dooley. He is Noodle Man." And I'm like, "Ramen Noodle." She's like, "Excuse me, Ramen Noodle Man." And I just fucking stood there. I was like, "All right, cool." And then there was like round of applause. And I shit you not, like 80% of the entire fucking bar just fucking screamed. I was like, "All right, cool. I might win this." And then she just kept on going down the line. And then the other lady started talking. I went into Chrissy's ear and I was like, "What's the first prize?" She's like, $100 gift card to something. I think it was like 4 double D's, and then you get a shirt and like some other shit. And I was like, "I hope I win," but I know I'm not. Because then you had Michelle, who's like been a regular there for fucking ever. She dressed up as like a sea princess thing. I don't know. I forgot what the fuck it was.
Slutty sea princess.
It looked like Ursula. Slutty Ursula.
Slutty Ursula. That's
that purple hair.
Yeah, it's probably that. But
Slutty Ursula. That's fantastic.
But like,
it's in the new live action movie, man.
Everyone there fucking knows who the fuck she is. So like, it was like they brought me and her up, and then this other girl that was like just as like something, I don't fucking know what it was exactly.
What? Where?
The right of or the left of me.
Oh, that looks like, I would say, slutty Beetlejuice.
Probably.
All right.
I don't know how I beat her, but it's just. But then they were like, "All right, so first and second place, walk up," and I was like, "I'm just, hi, what are you guys doing?" And they're like, "All right, Michelle wins," and then I gave her a hug and I like whispered in her ear, I'm like, "You better fucking won because you put effort into this shit. Like, I just got off work." But that was my Halloween party.
She's
bullshit.
probably like, "You smell like a bean burrito."
No, that's a burger.
Oh yeah, I don't remember what she said.
Probably a good thing.
So on this Halloween episode of Team Fat Kid Choose the Fat,
Oh, by the way,
Noodle
happy
Man,
Halloween.
Ramen Noodle Man Dooley.
I always have my costume on, and if you want me to, sodium is chasing after you. High cholesterol.
Anything else interesting happened this week? Or is...
Khaki ball.
That's always fun.
They drink about, it was 200 people, so I understand why, but it got excessive because they drink 14 cases of beer.
Damn. Well, that's not that much.
It's not that much.
Yeah,
Oh, no,
200
wait.
people.
14, 24. That was the start of it, because we also had liquor and wine. And they
Still.
ran through 10 bottles of liquor, too.
Well, I mean, still 200 people. That's not that much. Right?
Yeah.
You figure, like, what, 24 shots in a bottle?
But, I mean, then again, a lot of them weren't drinking. So, I would say out of the 200, maybe like 75 to almost 100 like drank at the beginning, had like a few beers, and then they stopped. Then the partiers stayed.
Oh yeah, that's normal.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently it was about 20 to 25 that actually stayed in the hotel.
Oh, like, yeah, we ain't gonna be able to make it home.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me a room.
And then fuckers, like, breakfast opens up at like 6. There's not a single ticket till fucking like 8:45.
Oh yeah, they weren't awake.
Yeah, I know. It was like, I mean, I guess y'all slept in a little bit, but yeah, they destroyed all my fucking food. 20 pounds of prime rib, 20 pounds of chicken, 20 pounds of salmon, 15 pounds of veg, 15 pounds of another veg, and I think 10 pounds of potatoes and 15 pounds of rice. Fuck.
That's a lot of fucking rice.
Fuck all that shit out, right? Because they told us that they were gonna be heavy eaters, and I was like, all right, cool, whatever. So prepped up all this stuff. I got the numbers from food and beverage director and salesperson. They're like, yeah, I'll probably do about 20 pounds of each thing. I was like, okay. And within,
damn, dude, we did 20 pounds of prime rib last week.
Uh-huh.
You had to have more than 20 pounds.
it's 20.
200 people.
That was the number I was given. Like,
Maury Povich determined that was a lie.
Huh?
Maury Povich determined that was a lie.
hand to God.
You
that's
did
what-
like one prime rib?
For fucking
Yeah.
200 people?
Just one rib.
1.5. Because I had extra from our old party. So I just used the rest of that shit. But-
they were not heavy eaters.
No. Like, they fucking killed everything. But it was funny
Well,
because
yeah, dude,
they
you
still
had
had
20 pounds.
That was the number I was given. I was like, well, fuck it, there you go. But they fucked up the chicken. Well, it was chicken marsala. They fucked that up more than the salmon or the prime rib. And I was like, it's kind of odd. Usually you think you'd go for like the more expensive shit first. Like, oh shit, they got prime rib. Oh shit, they got salmon. No, they just killed the fucking chicken first.
It's 1.6 ounces of prime rib per person.
I was going to say, it's going to be like 2 ounces of that. Because 8 ounces is like 40 people. So it's like...
I'll show you the text message. Like,
That's crazy.
Yeah. We did 20 pounds for fucking 4 or 5 people.
Me and Alex, we used to like fucking prep like fucking.
that text right there.
You need 20 pounds of each protein.
That's what I was told. That's what I did. And I was like, that's kind of stupid. Like, really stupid, but okay. Granted, I didn't have to buy prime rib because I already had that shit in the fucking freezer. And I was like, cool. Just fucking send that shit.
I would have told you to do 50 pounds.
Yeah, because they killed it.
Because that would give you 4 ounces, especially if you have 2 other proteins.
Yeah.
Yeah, and dude, they killed it in like 45 minutes.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
So the whole 90-minute service, all they had left was like the fucking steamed veg. Don't have a steamer.
Steamer. Oh,
So guess what I did? Put it in a hotel pan with a little bit of water, threw that bitch in there. Radish, carrots, broccolini. Only reason why I did radish because
Would you roast it?
no, just and then fucking steam with water. And then I basically did what we did at Holiday Inn, like after you put it in the steamer, butter, garlic, salt, and pepper, good to go. Throw it in the walk-in. Or throw it in the
Throw it in the walk-in because we want this shit cold.
Throw that shit in the walk-in. Fuck it.
Put that shit in the blast freezer real quick. It'd be good.
You just cooked it, throw it in the walk-in. But that's pretty much my week. I mean, wasn't too much except for that. This week though is gonna fucking suck. Fucking Elks, 4 days in a row,
Elk lodges. Mm-hmm. That sucks.
and they're eating like a motherfucker too.
Well, Butcher, belated birthday to you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
I'm assuming. Oh, look, pods.
Pod.
That's odd.
Right?
I'm sure you have some exciting stories over the weekend. But do you remember much? Sorry about Penn State.
Yeah, we held our own though until the fourth quarter.
I just happened to walk in on the pick six. So I was like, "Ooh, that's not good."
Yeah, no, yeah, it was. Yeah, not bad. You know, we had our time last week, and then I'm on vacation till fucking 3rd. So
You're still on vacation?
yeah,
Damn.
yeah.
That's nice.
Took me almost a year and a half to get back.
I
to be able to
know.
get the time off, so.
Hey, I'm on vacation.
But when I went and saw some friends and everything down in Carolina for a couple days, and then came back, and well, yeah, I got really shit faced Friday night, Saturday, all day Saturday, and then most of the day yesterday.
Well, Saturday was your actual birthday,
Saturday
so
was
you had
actual
the
birthday.
pre and post game.
Oh yeah, and like did a solid 12 hours at the bar,
That's good.
and like
Yeah, he didn't spend a single dime.
no, they wouldn't let me. They wouldn't even let me pay for my food.
Well, at least you ate.
Right? I was smart about it at the beginning. I was pacing myself because I'm like, all right, it's gonna be a long day because
It's a marathon, not a sprint.
exactly, and especially because the damn Penguins game didn't start till freaking damn 10 o'clock at night. So I'm like, I'm gonna be here for a while. So they did my
Why all the Pennsylvania teams got to play on the same day?
it was not good to freaking damn for Pennsylvania sports teams, at least from my side of the state. Freaking like, let's see, Penn State lost, the Penguins lost 2 games, the Steelers lost yesterday. I'm like, fuck, this is the worst damn birthday present ever.
It's okay. Welcome to the Bears.
Yeah, you were
Yeah,
close.
I mean-
You were close to pulling it out there for a little bit too.
Yeah. Last time I looked at it, it was 29-49. I was like, "Ugh."
Yeah, that's
that was
pretty
it.
bad.
That was the end of the game. Yeah.
And against the Cowboys of all teams.
Yeah, well, the Cowboys have been pretty good this year. They haven't hit their breakdown moment yet.
That's usually the first round of playoffs.
Yeah. Well, no, usually they don't make it to the playoffs.
Yeah.
Playoffs? You want to talk to me about playoffs?
Yeah. But
It's our year this year. Every Cowboys fan, every single year.
my buddy Judd, though, he started laughing at me on Saturday because like I'm sitting there, I'm like drinking my beer. I'm like, you know what? I'm hungry, but I'm not really that hungry yet. So I was like, hey, can I get 2 orders of bacon? And they were like, okay. And he's looking at me like, did you just order bacon? Just bacon.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
I'm like, yeah, I'm a fat kid. What do you expect, motherfucker? And then like it comes out, it's like 12 slices of bacon. He's like, I have never seen anybody get that much bacon at a bar. I'm like, bro, this is how it works, man. Like you
Was
want
it hot and fresh?
It was just fish frying and everything on the griddle. I'm like, okay, we good. I was like, you want a slice? He's like, no, I'm good. And I'm like, you sure you don't want a slice? Because I'm only asking once.
Right.
You ain't getting it after this. But yeah, it's a good time. And then like Grand Island, I didn't get home until like 1:30 in the morning that night. And then at like 7:30, 7:40 something, my buddy Judd texts me. He's like, I hope you're awake. I'm on the way. And I'm like, it is too fucking early to be back up after drinking all fucking day yesterday. And then sure enough, he picked me up and we went down to a place down the oceanfront. I won't say the name because, well, they suck. No, I'm not kidding. Like literally, they charged me the $15 for a BLT because they called it a breakfast BLT.
drinking all day.
Right? Hey, if you don't start in the morning, you can't drink all day. But yeah, they were fucking $15 for a freaking damn breakfast BLT because they put an egg on it. And then they're like, how would you like your egg? I'd like it over easy, nice dippy egg. That bitch came out fried harder than fucking damn Courtney Love after a fucking concert. I'm like, shit. Like,
It's a
okay.
strange analogy. It's random as fuck. Like, Courtney Love after a concert. I tell you what.
I tell you what.
I tell you what.
But yeah, it's honestly like yeah.
Sorry.
That was good. That was very good. But that is just like my one buddy that was with us and everything. He got grits and he's like, dude, there's no seasoning at all and like there's no flavor in these grits. And I'm like, that's kind of fucked up, man. Like, I'm pretty sure they're probably using instant grits back there too, so it's hard to fuck that up. But I know people I know people that can do it. Trust me, I know at least one restaurant especially. But he's like, he's got no seasoning. I'm like, you want some of my home fries? He's like, what? I'm like, all the seasoning that you're missing in there, it's all on my home fries. My buddy sitting next to me, he's like, it ain't that fucking damn. They're not that salty. He took his fork, grabbed some, took a bite. He's like, holy shit, you need like a gallon of water with all the salt in that motherfucker. I went through 5 waters.
2 shots of vodka.
But and then they were joking because I was drinking Jameson apple juice. But
I mean,
but then at the same time, I'm laughing whenever a restaurant puts automatic gratuity on a fucking table of 3.
Yeah.
see, that's why I don't like going to the oceanfront. Shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Because they've got they've got another.
Well, they have
restaurant
to.
that's awesome.
They have to charge more because rent is so damn expensive.
No, I get that.
Right. So their rent is expensive, so the food gets more expensive, but the quality doesn't change. Sometimes it's worse.
Yeah.
And like,
Right? Like,
Let's put it this way: for their wings, for the price of wings, dead market price.
oh shit, really?
Yeah.
See, that's some
Market.
bullshit.
Like, it's not a fucking lobster roll, man. Okay.
Well, I mean,
It's-
the lobster wings,
Yeah.
the chicken wing
I mean,
price, like especially right now, like it's going to continue to climb
Yeah.
as the closer we get to like the end of January.
yeah.
It's just Super Bowl
Yeah.
fucking wing prices.
Shall we look at the Cisco thing?
They're expensive as shit at Cisco.
I don't know. Last time I looked, they were all right. Like they weren't that bad.
Because they're trying because one place I go to, they're like, oh yeah, like they're fucking expensive as shit. And I'm like, no, they're not. We just dropped the price of the butcher shop for them. Like, we just dropped the whole $1 a pound off them motherfuckers. We're $4.99 a pound. I'm like, no offense, but they're back to pre-pandemic level pricing.
If Finn's was still open and we still did like burger night, wing night, and everything like that, do you think we'd still be doing 50-cent wings?
No.
There's a place that actually still does it.
Really?
Well, they came back down.
Yeah. Yeah, there's places you got on Wednesdays, half price wings.
But you do, yeah. I was about to say, like, you know, half price, like
Yeah.
how we used to do fucking 50-cent wings, like
Yeah.
get 10 for fucking like.
We're gonna
Math.
look right now. And of course, prices may vary, obviously, depending on the size of your account with Cisco.
True.
And how much a markup is. Nope. We want fresh. 4 to 7 count. That's $72 for 40 pounds.
It's not bad.
I mean,
Those are jumbo wings too.
if you wanna cut them yourself, it's 67.
Don't take that long to cut.
I mean, I think for $5, I would have someone else cut them.
Right?
I have a prep cook.
I would just, you know what? Send them shits cut. Like $5, that's worth it.
It's worth it. Yeah, shit.
I mean, Dooley's like, I got a prep cook. Dooley be mad as fuck if I handed him like fucking 30 cases of wings and like, get to cutting, bro.
Okay, okay, 30, but like one case is doable.
Well, you're talking about like wing night, dude. Like,
Yeah.
Oh well, yeah, that, fuck that.
Yeah, wing night. Oh yeah, we only need one case. Whatever. You'll be out in the first hour.
So what you have in front of you, gentlemen,
For
right
10
now
minutes.
is called Stage Presence. It is a hazy IPA. It is a collab between Reaver Beach and Chartway Arena. The bottle, can, whatever, looks pretty cool.
Should I have a band behind me or something?
Right? So like, it's Stage Presence. They made it for Chartway Arena to have available at the Chartway Arena during concerts.
Nice.
So
Remember the Chartway had an arena?
it's not the TED.
No.
Is the TED the Chartway Arena now?
I think so.
So it used to be the TED.
Ted Constant Conversations.
Yeah, now it's the Chartway Arena. It's like where old ODU plays.
ODU and fucking.
Chartway moving up. Totally don't have an account with Chartway at all. Both of them or anything.
It's got a little funk in it. It's not super hoppy.
No.
The aftertaste is a little nostrily.
Yeah.
Is that a good word for it? It's like in your nose.
Yeah.
Like it's a new word. How does it taste? A little nostrily.
I feel like if you were at like a show or something like that, like
It's
and
an
you're-
easy drinker.
Oh,
What's
yeah.
the ABV on this bitch? 6%. It's not terrible, man. Like it's not way high.
Yeah, I feel like if you're at a show and you don't want to keep on going back to the fucking bar, like I feel like that'd be like a good little sipper.
Yeah,
Fucking
it would stop you from slamming them.
Yeah.
You know.
I need to go back to the bar. Why? I just checked my fourth one.
Yeah, it's probably like, what do you think? Probably $8.
Check for a show, 9, maybe 10.
$10 for it. I mean, it's not a 22. It's a 16 ounce, so it's not a deuce.
Probably still at least $11-12.
Like I think at the amphitheater, like deuce, you're like damn
15,
near 15,
20 bucks.
20
Well, I mean-
bucks. We're paying by the ounce up in this bitch.
Like, how much did we pay when we saw Tom Morello?
3 years ago?
Yeah.
Oh, let me guess. Like, I don't fucking know.
I mean, we were
I
sitting
was
in the-
rich at the time. I didn't look at prices.
He said, "I was rich."
True. Like, we're sitting at the fucking VIP bar. We're not sitting down in the fucking
At
other
the same
bar.
time, talking that talk, it's a perfect segue for the first topic.
Well, let's go. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, okay. We tried the most popular beer brands, and here's what we thought. So you actually read through this, right?
Yeah.
All right, so you go for it because you know what you were talking about.
Keep scrolling down.
Do we have any background on any of these, or is it just we're just gonna roll through?
They had people that. Well, let's see here. Let's see. When you need to stock a cooler full of affordable, people-pleasing brews, what beer do you grab? We know you've got to go to brand, but is that big-name beer really as satisfying as you think? Have you ever compared it to another brand or two? Have you ever compared it to 27 other cheap beers? Well, we have. We just had to know what option was best.
So we're on cheap beer.
That's mass market cheap beers. Yeah,
the common run of the mill
Miller,
Pabst,
PBR.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. But what kind of beer did we choose? We looked for in the taste test. We were simply looking for a beer that was enjoyable to drink. Ideally, the best beer should be balanced, not too hoppy, not too malty, etc. Refreshing and a crowd favorite.
Oh, you tell that to the beer snobs of the world.
Number 28,
I want
Rolling
hops
Rock.
to blow my palate out.
See, I'd fuck with a Rolling Rock.
Rolling Rock's smooth, man.
Yeah.
I used to, there were back in the day.
Yeah.
When they were like, you go and
Wednesday,
be down
right?
at the oceanfront, and they'd be like,
Mystery Beer Monday.
or like dollar beers,
Beers,
and it
yeah.
was Rolling Rock, dude. Guess what?
I'm good.
That was before I was rich, so I was like, let's drink the Rolling Rock.
Inland Brew, a fucking pitcher of that shit was like $5. Like,
Nice. And it's a 4.6.
ABV.
So it's like, what, 1%, 1.1 higher than like a Miller?
That's you're about 0.4. Yours is 4.2.
Natty Light.
Danny Light comes in at
That's a
number
pounder
27.
right there, boy.
that's
Sir, that's pretty much how you're gonna find them pretty much in most bars anymore nowadays too.
Well, yeah, natural light in a bar. Like, if you're in a bar that has natural light,
probably dive bar.
yeah, you're at like double D's.
Yeah.
Or Scotty Quicks, because they're $2 all day long. Same way with the PBRs.
Oh, Milwaukee
Milwaukee's
best.
best. Yes, at number 26.
I don't know if I've ever had a Milwaukee.
I don't
Best.
think
This
I-
is Milwaukee's best light.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had it. But it doesn't come with a 30 pack just like Busch Light.
Yeah, for under $15.
Damn.
Yeah.
And as we talk about Busch Light,
Busch
The
Latte.
Coyotes beer of choice right here, 4.3. So it is
Yep.
it is nice and light. You got an all day drinker, get you a Busch Light. I have no idea what this is.
See, this one I'd never heard of before. Grain number 24 was Grain Belt from August Shell Brewing Company, but it's a Minnesotan beer. That's why.
it's Minnesota.
Kind of like Hot Dish. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you kinda like- yeah.
Tires are the next one.
Number 23.
Milwaukee Best
The
Ice.
Beast, the Beast Ice.
Yeah,
Oh damn, dude! I don't know if I could take that.
5.9.
Like, you think Bud Ice is tough? Could you imagine what a Milwaukee's best ice tastes like?
I mean, Bud Ice ain't that bad, but
Number 22, Bud
Bud
Light.
Light.
Bud Light's 5%.
Yep.
Since when?
since they rigged this list.
Fucking Keystone Light comes in number 21. It's 4.1.
Keystone has the best commercials out there right
Yeah.
now, like with the Keith Stone
Yep. Fucking that's
regular
that
Bush.
comes in
Good
number
old
20.
Bush.
20. Keep on scrolling, duels. There you go.
Ling Ling.
All right, so not also like a lot of people in California don't know about Yingling.
Yeah, 'cause it's not available.
Well, they probably do know about it. They just can't get to it.
Yeah.
But they did just open a brewery in Texas, I believe.
Oh, they're expanding.
Yeah.
Cool.
Do they still make this?
Yes, they do.
I haven't seen it in forever. When I was
Same
in
here.
this is gonna sound bad, but when I was in high school,
cool.
this was my go-to beer because this is what I could afford.
By
Oh,
Ford, I
yeah.
mean steel.
4.8 on the Red Dog. But yeah,
From Miller Coors.
wow. Even in high school, I was a Miller fan. Yeah.
It's just
There you go. Some Natty Ice. It comes in at number 17.
I think I seen Dooley slug a couple of those back in the day.
I think I have to.
Probably.
no, those are. I think those are the Bud Ices.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
your
you
40s? When you were doing your 40s?
No, yeah, back when he was doing 40s.
Yeah, right.
Let's still do 40s.
All right, number 16, we got Budweiser.
Oh, the king of beers is not the king of the list.
No. They're not the king of beer anymore. They've slipped that far down sales. Number 15
Yeah,
is
Bud
Lowe's.
Light outsells Budweiser by a fucking shit ton, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, they almost got rid of Budweiser altogether. And for a long time, you could get a keg. That's why I remember when we worked in the hotel, Budweiser was the cheapest beer on the, like it was cheaper than any other beer.
Yeah.
Well, because I learned about a thing or two, when I'm going through all this classes and stuff, and like people will look, you know, when they're planning on going out, look at your cheapest beer price, and that's like what they base it on.
Yeah.
You know, like we're going out to drink. You know,
Yeah.
like, what's the cheapest beer? Like usually when they look at food, they look at what's the most expensive item on the menu, and that's how they'll judge. But when it comes to alcohol, they look at the cheapest thing. So Budweiser was always like fucking $2 at the hotel,
Really?
and everything else was like, you know, $3 or $4, like, you know, just in a bottle.
Yeah.
And it was solely because it was cheaper to purchase, like not a whole lot cheaper than Bud Light, but it was cheaper than Bud Light. But no one wants to drink it, so if you put it on the menu at $2, either you're just a cheap fuck and you're gonna drink Budweiser for $2, or you got lucky and you really like Budweiser, or you're still just gonna go there because it's $2 for Budweiser, and then you get there and like shit, it's $4 for a Bud Light, but I'm here now. Just give me the Bud Light. It's all about making the sale, Dooley. I'm just going to throw it out here that I believe, and this is the PBR version for Texas.
Yep, the national
Well, it's
beer.
from Fast Brew Company.
The national beer of Texas. You're wrong. That's Shiner.
Lone Star beer, man.
Lone Star. Where is it? Am I right? Coming from Texas. I was totally right. Dooley, go back. I was trying to read that real fast. All right, Lone Star Lager. Oh, larger than life. This American lager was fairly subdued through.
Though with a grainy flavor with a hint of citrus. Well, it might not be our first pick. We crack open an ice cold Lone Star to go with some barbecue or one of these Lone Star State recipes. And they got a link for that.
Yeah,
shit.
at least so you can throw some Lone Star in your barbecue sauce. Let's move on.
MGD.
Texans use barbecue sauce?
Yeah,
Are we sure?
some do.
Like they're mesquite smoking down there, right?
Yeah.
Like that's like their thing. I don't think they put sauce on shit.
Well, not with Post White Oak.
Both? Are you sure it's not mesquite?
Mesquites, I think Kansas City and Memphis.
But they sauce the shit out of everything.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
You gotta cover up on the
Segue. Sorry, man. I was just like, dude. Like I was like, yeah. Does Texas really sauce anything? I think they just going on that natural wood smoke flavor.
Yeah.
Because if someone smothered fucking barbecue sauce on a brisket that I spent fucking 17 hours fucking making, I get a little pissy.
Right? You cocksucker son of a
At least try it before you fucking put that sweet shit all over it.
Exactly.
Right.
Especially that Sweet Baby Ray's bullshit. Ugh.
I was actually talking to my bartender about that shit last night. Because
They don't make it anymore, but Stubbs mopping sauce was my shit.
I thought I was talking about this. I was like, they don't make the...
Oh, Miller Genuine Draft?
I haven't seen it forever.
Yeah. I mean, it also, I guess, depends on where you are.
Yeah.
Probably out in Colorado. Somewhere out that way.
Number 14 was Miller Genuine Draft, or MGD as it's always been called.
Isn't that the one with champagne in a bottle?
No, that's Miller High Life.
High Life, the other Miller. What the fuck?
Leaning Kugel.
yeah, lean cool.
Oh.
See,
I thought that was on L. I was like, lean and lugal, lean and lugal.
Are they the same ones that make like the
shandies and everything.
shandies?
Yeah, I never knew that.
I didn't know they
original
made
ale.
a regular beer.
Yeah.
Original ale. It's a 4.6.
Mega Ultra, the beer
Not-
that never gets you drunk.
Number 12.
Well, I mean,
Eventually, it's gonna get you drunk.
yeah, I mean, it's just not.
You
Well,
just gotta
taste the
drink 4
case.
cases, but you know.
It's not terrible.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I mean, it's not Coors, which I'm surprised we haven't gotten to yet. But Bud Light, which I can see that we have already gotten the Bud Light, obviously.
Yeah.
I can see that, but I feel like Coors should have been in here. I mean, they're gonna
I'm
say
gonna
like,
laugh.
they're gonna be like,
Oh, no.
Miller High Life, the champagne of beers. Number 11.
When I was in the army, one of my friends was like addicted to this shit, and I don't know if
It's
it was
good, but-
I mean, it's kind of malty and smooth, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
It's maltier, yeah.
what the hell is that?
Blatz beer from Pabst Brewing Company. 4.9%.
Anybody?
Yes, you believe.
Yeah.
Search was up. And then we've got number, was it 9, I believe, coming up next?
22 out of
No,
31.
Oh, 31, but so, yeah, number 9. Old style.
Take one and pass it.
It's another one from Pabst Brewing Company.
So Pabst has got like a lot of shitty beer.
Cheaper beer.
We'll call it that. Yeah, you call it tomatoes.
Hey, because look, number 8, Miller Lite.
Hey man, we made it pretty far on the list.
But Coors is... Yeah.
Still, yeah. Right? PBR hasn't popped up yet either.
Good old
Milwaukee from Pabst.
Okay, so oh no,
Ice House made it past Miller and Bud and everything. Like
This says something, doesn't it?
that's tough to believe.
I mean, it's been by Miller though.
Ice House cracking into the top was pretty shocking for us as beer aficionados who knew a budget beer could be so satisfying. A massive 30-pack for us cost just $13.
I'm gonna have to do that.
Where the fuck are you at?
I don't have. Like,
I never
we
seen
don't
it.
see a lot of 30 packs around here at all.
No, we don't.
Like
No.
Bush is the only one that I see.
Yeah,
on a
it's
regular
on,
basis.
It's on I ever see.
But we also don't go to the store of all the grapes.
All the fermented grapes?
Yeah, because that's where you could find 30 racks of Miller Lite.
Yeah.
Oh, and that number 26, Coors Light.
Number 5.
Oh man, they haven't. No banquets yet.
huh?
No banquets yet.
Well,
Yeah.
What is that?
Hams.
I'm not.
I've had
familiar.
the only time I've had it was a certain restaurant bar down the ocean front that did mystery beer Mondays.
Oh, and they just had some hams.
They had hams.
I mean,
It goes great with tacos.
oh, I know where you're at.
And it was only $1 too.
Yeah,
So you know,
I mean,
like,
the tacos
shit.
were $2.
The tacos were $2, but hey, good old Schlitz. Number 3.
I have not had the pleasure of a Schlitz,
I've only heard of this shit.
and it's by Pabst. And
Yeah.
is this? Well, they have
What do you-
they have Schlitz Malolica,
Yeah,
which is with the bull.
yeah.
I've heard Schlitz on like a fucking
Schlitz
college movie.
Schlitz
This
started
is-
first.
Yeah, this is
And-
like if we could find it. I mean, I'd definitely give it a go. It's number 3 on the list.
Many of the beers in this test.
Oh, there it is, the
Ah.
banquet. I knew it was coming. Those are hard to find.
Yeah.
You don't find those very often. Even though Yellowstone made them popular.
Extremely popular.
People walking around asking for banquets. Let me get a banquet.
Why is it called banquet?
That was number 2.
Coors, man, it's the banquet beer. I don't know why, but it's the literally in in 1937 it was the banquet beer. They were fucking banquet beer before banquets were banquets.
Huh?
And number 1, Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Now I'm starting to see why we got this list.
You know, I was thinking about it. Dennis said that he read through the whole list.
Yeah,
Well, they came up on one of the PBR pages and
Yeah.
everything, and I was like,
This
"Let's
is
take a
the
look."
king of cheap beer. That's what you want to be known as.
There you go. So, like,
And it's more expensive than Miller Lite.
Is it?
Yeah, Dennis and I last week we both grabbed a case of beer and it's like he's like, shit, mine's more expensive than yours. I'm like, well,
Well, yes,
mine just possibly could have been on sale that week.
yeah. PBR just checked all of our boxes for this test. Yes, it was absolutely affordable, $9 for a 12-pack. Yes, it was absolutely people-pleasing and wonderfully drinkable. Testers found that PBR went down smooth and felt refreshing and clean. The flavor of Pabst isn't overpowering. It's balanced, grainy, biscuity, sweet, and malty, all offset by bitter hops. Overall, this is the beer we ended up using as a standard for all the rest. In the end, nothing could touch PBR on our score sheets.
When was this made? Because a 24 pack costs like $20-something.
Well, this is a 12-pack for $9.
And that's
It's like $22.
and that 12
Plus
pack.
tax.
Yeah, well, it's not $9 no more. It's fucking
Oh, what's
What
a
did
case
y'all like
cost?
this?
A case should be 16.
Yeah.
Or 18. Sorry, because you said $9 for a 12-pack.
Oh.
You paying more than 18?
June 9th, 2021. So it's
I mean,
not
beer
old.
prices do fluctuate.
Yeah.
You know, and if you catch it on sale, like the other day when I grabbed,
Well-
I grabbed a case of Millers for like $16.99.
Yep.
I guess I'm happy I'm drinking the king of the cheap beers. Thank you,
Dude,
Dennis.
all you drink is cheap beers.
I know.
Cheers.
Except for last night, they literally ran out of tap beers except for Yingling. So
Ling, 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 ling.
All right, so my week.
Ta-da.
Oh yeah, Jason, how was your week?
Well, the food truck broke down again.
Yep.
This time we didn't puncture a fuel line. We didn't,
Suck up a
spring a leak.
radiator.
No, the fuel line literally snapped in half. it's not like, oh, you've got a small leak. Like, no, there's like no fuel going to your 6th cylinder because it's shooting into the truck.
Fuck. How does that even happen?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
You just like hit a bump.
No, we didn't hit shit. We were on the interstate. I mean, yeah, of course we hit bumps. I mean, that's just life.
That's what I'm saying. Like the constant bumps on that bitch, just king, king, and just fine.
So we were on our way to O'Connor Brewing in Norfolk, and we were making good time. We were stoked. We were gonna be there a little early, get a little extra setup time. You know, we don't know. It's a Friday night, Norfolk downtown. Like, we're gonna get a little busy. We're thinking. We don't know.
Yeah.
So we're on our way there, and all of a sudden, like, it smelled oily. And I'm driving, and Alex, like, we're both sitting there. I was like, "You smell that? It smells like oil." And Alex was like, "Yeah, I smell that." And like again, like we start like looking around at other cars, like which piece of shit just shot up a black plume of smoke or something. You know what I mean? Like, and then it's like getting worse, and it's like it's getting stronger. And like Alex was like, "Yeah,
I don't think it was another car.
is that gas? Is that gas?" And I was like, "Shit. Is that gas? Is that us?" And he's like, "I think that's us." And like, then the shimmy started, because there's no fuel going to one of your cylinders, which you would relate to as a misfire.
Yeah.
So, but it's not a misfire because there's no gas going into that. If the piston's just going up and there's a spark, but nothing else. So, like, we limp it off the interstate. Because I was like, shit, dude, should I fucking just pull over here? I mean, like, we're still kind of going. We ain't going great, but we're still kind of going. And, like, what's the first exit? I always get Ballantyne and Brambleton mixed up.
I think it's Brambleton.
I think it's Brambleton.
Brambleton, like where NSU is.
Yeah.
So we pull off there, like in front of NSU, and we're like, all right, cool. It's college. It's parking. Like, we just got to get into a parking lot.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to pull off on the side of the road because, A, I don't know if I turn this bitch off if it's going to come back on.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
So, we're like, we drove for like a fucking mile to find a parking lot that didn't have a gate. And I was like, well, it is NSU in Norfolk. So, you
Downtown Norfolk, yeah.
you gotta,
Especially Norfolk.
yeah, you
Right.
got gate it. I get it. Like, guard post. Got it. Like, so we're across the street. I was about to call it the barracks. What is it called? The dorms. So we're across from the barracks, in like this medical facility.
Were you legitimately like where we parked into in the NSU or
Really close to the stadium. Like we were like.
Oh, you were like past
we went
guard
down. Like
post
we went through like the neighborhood, like and like found like a medical.
When we first went,
Like, we found like a medical facility, and we just like look. They got parking. Let's use this. And so we get in there, and like, because we were parking, I was like, all right, because if I'm trying to, be as proactive, we're gonna not so much reactive. Because if we do need a tow, let's park somewhere
where he could just
where the tow truck can get.
Makes sense.
Like,
instead of just being like, hey, let's park in that corner way the fuck over there.
Yeah.
And you have to make this little
so I
U-turn
was
thing.
like, all right, so like we need like some space all the way around the truck, and so we park it, and like Alex gets out and he's like looking, and he's like, I'm like sitting there like, what are we gonna do? And Alex was like, cut it off, dude. We're leaking bad. So kill it. We take the hood, the doghouse off, which is the inside where you can see the back of the engine from inside the cab.
Yeah.
So we got the hood open, we got the doghouse off, and we're looking, and it's like, all right, we got to turn it back on to see where the leak is.
Yeah.
So
you're already leaking, so
Yeah,
fuck
so
it.
we turn it back on, and it's just like, I was like, I found it. Like, it was quick. It was easy to find.
He says it's fine.
It was right there on top. Like, there it is. Found it. Like, now what the fuck do we do about it? So, we have good friends over there at the 76. Ship's Corner 76, shout out. We call them. Like, hey, if you guys ever need a mechanic, Dom is a good dude. Like, this is send him some pictures. Like, this is my current situation. And I'm in Norfolk, really far away from you. Like, where I want you to, like, where I need this to be.
Yeah.
Because the day before this happened, our gig was literally like a mile away from the 76.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now it's the next day, and it wants to break, like when we're 26 miles away from the 76.
Over over interstate, over all this other shit.
So we on the phone, and I was like, "Look, man, like, what if we get some rubber hosing, get that shit like on there real snug, you know, some hose clamps, clamp it down,
Yeah.
and like, will that fix us to get to you?
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's literally like a metal fuel line that snapped. So we just like, all right, we put some rubber on there, hose clamp it down, and give her a go. That did not work.
It did not work.
Because like I was talking to the other mechanic, and he's like, "Yeah, dude, it's like, you know, like 900 psi.
Yeah.
That shit. He's like, it's on the injector side. I didn't know that. I didn't know there was a fuel line not on the injector side.
Yeah.
That's where the fuel goes, into the injector. So we made a decision. So I call him back. I'm like, "Yeah, dude, she's still leaking. Is it safe to drive it to you, or is it like tow truck material?" And he's like, "Is it running?" Like, "Yeah, I mean, it ain't running great. Like, we're running on 5 cylinders." I mean, it ain't terrible. Like, we could be on 2, you know?
Yeah, right.
Just could have went the other way. But he's like, "It should be okay." And I was like, "All right, man, we're gonna limp it." We made a decision, dude. It's like, we're gonna limp it all the way down Virginia Beach Boulevard from Norfolk.
Oh God, all those lights too,
Dude,
Jesus.
why does Norfolk have so many fucking lights?
I don't get it.
Like, once you cross over
from
Newtown Road,
it's like 15 lights before you get to fucking Military Highway.
yeah, but once you cross over Newtown, it's like 6 before you get to Independence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like there is a light at every intersection in
It's always
Norfolk.
red, and it's always red.
Oh, dude, every fucking one of them, and they are long. When you have gas flowing into your truck, and like all you can smell is diesel.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny because Norfolk has so many fucking lights. Virginia Beach, you can have a good amount. Chesapeake is like, you're going to go 7 miles down that way before you even touch a fucking light.
Right. When you get to the light, turn left. I'm like, I haven't seen a light in like fucking 4 miles. Like,
That's why I said, go to the light, turn left.
go to the light, turn left, man. It's like it's natural. Like, he's like, "Oh, look, a light. I guess we're turning left."
Especially if you go down fucking Fentress.
Right.
You're going to go 17 and a half miles, and then you're going to see a stop sign.
Right. Don't worry, it's got a little blinky on it, so you don't forget to stop. Like,
And if you want to, you just roll right through. It's okay.
ain't nobody else out there. Like,
And you want to see some fucking headlights about 2 miles down that way, but that's about it.
so yeah, so we a lot of fucking lights, a lot of fucking diesel spilled. I mean,
I can just see just behind you, just someone's like,
oh, what's the producer?
no, was
was
she
just-
seeing
she-
just...
No, she's like, we weren't dripping that bad. Like we were misting.
Oh, okay.
That we could tell. Because obviously you can't be underneath there while you're driving.
Yeah.
So like,
Well, I'm saying, like, behind you, like, what she was seeing, like, does she just see, like, a streak? Like, y'all are, like, fucking street painters, just...
oh no, we weren't leaving a line or anything like that.
Uh-huh.
Most of it was coming inside the cab,
That's
like under my
better.
feet. Like it was like on the
That's better.
floorboard. Like it was like it got pretty rough in there. Like Alex is like, I was like, dude,
Open
like
the door.
open the door, roll the windows down. Like starting to get a headache, and we got miles to go. Like,
Almost get there and just fucking pass out. Like,
dude, it seems like everything, like, because you know you're kind of like in the middle of a panic attack.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, fuck, man, and like everything just takes so much longer.
yeah.
Like every light you pull up to, just as it turned red,
Mm-hmm.
and you're there for the entire cycle, and the people in front of you don't want to go fast through the light.
Yeah.
They're like, "Oh, it's yellow, yeah, but we're right here. Like, let's just go. Like,
Let's just Sunday drive
because
this
it was
bitch."
because it was the truck was doing okay as long as it, like we were
Moving.
driving.
Yeah.
When it started to idle and accelerate was a little rough because we're missing a fucking cylinder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but we got it all the way back. They got one of the rails in already. The other rail comes in tomorrow. We should be back on the road tomorrow because there was a secondary. So we almost lost a second piston. It didn't It was worn real thin, but it didn't give out yet, so we made it.
It was
But-
kind of getting there, and it's like, I'm gonna make it.
so then,
I think I can. I think I can.
so after we got back to the house, we had to start making decisions about, the garage, because we were supposed to be at the garage brewery on Saturday. So, shout out to Vang's
Sushi.
Vang's Rolls and Bowls.
Yeah.
He covered for us. So we sat there and we were like thinking like, well, what the hell are we gonna do? We're just gonna take Saturday off and like, but we have hot sauce. We can go out there and sell hot sauce and merch because they had vendor tables.
Yeah.
So we text the garage, let them know what's going on. Vang's covering. I was like, how much is a vendor table? They're like, no charge for a vendor table. And I was like, we're gonna bring hot sauce and merch, man. We're gonna show up. We got a tent. We're gonna table. We're gonna give out candy to kids. Bacon strips to dogs. And then they were
Is that why you have the
bacon strips.
Yeah.
They were on the table, man. Like
I
it
saw
was
that.
because it was like a dog. It was called Howlween. So it was like for the dogs.
yeah?
So it was like their second day of their 3-day party at Garage. The first day was like, for the adult costume contest. Then the second day was for like the dogs. And then the third day was like trunk or treat with like the Jeeps. And so everyone brings their Jeeps out there. They park all on the grass and everything. And they did a big trunk or treat.
See, because when I saw that, I thought y'all bought that deliberately for like tonight,
Oh.
and I was like, how many dogs do you have in your fucking neighborhood?
You'd be
Because
surprised.
I don't see people walking dogs all that often.
You'd be
Like
surprised.
Pick a number 1 through 6.
12. I mean,
You do
4.
math really good. 4? You do
I
math
math really, really well.
Oh, wow, dude. 4. Exciting. We get original.
Well, that's the best way to start.
It is true.
But-
It is true. Ooh, fuck. That smells like a fart.
All right, maybe the original's not the best.
Okay.
So-
Take one and pass it. Take one and pass it.
we're gonna have Parm Crisps.
Yeah, so Lauren sent these, and I forgot they were on my table for a while. He sent us like every flavor of Parm Crisp. So I figured we'd try a couple snacks. So this Parm Crisp, what is it? These are original. It's 100% cheese.
Oven baked.
Parm Crisp brand snacks are an artisan crafted crunchy crisp made from 100% aged Parmesan cheese with premium seasonings. Oven baked in small batches, Parm Crisp has no artificial growth hormones, flavors, colors, or preservatives. Pair with your favorite bottle of wine. Enjoy on a salad, soup, or straight out of the bag.
How do you know
Sophisticated snacking at its finest.
How do you know it's my favorite bottle of wine?
Well, here we go. The ingredients: aged Parm, aged Parmesan cheese, and then of course it breaks down with like cultured milk, salt, and enzymes.
Yeah.
Be careful, though. This one contains milk.
Oh damn! I'm like awesome.
That tastes exactly like you would expect it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Straight Parm cheese.
I would salad. I would salad that.
Or dip it
Oh,
in
yeah.
marinara.
Fuck
Tomato
it.
soup.
Right.
Fuck a crouton.
1 through 5.
2.
Damn, you got mushroom.
So this one's 4 cheese.
Yeah.
I thought it said feta for a sec.
It is Parmesan, Asiago, Romano, and Provolone.
Ooh, fancy.
Sophisticated snacking at its
This is
finest.
bougie.
How expensive is this?
I have no idea, dude. Go on Amazon.
I was literally about to go right ahead.
Because this is a great segue to our next topic.
It is. I like that one better than the other one.
You wouldn't expect the flavor to be that much different.
Yeah, but it is.
That one's got a little funk in it, right?
The provolone, yeah.
Yeah.
Heavenly flavor. Without
Why didn't you go to Amazon?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm. I thought
Because
it was-
Amazon would give you the actual pricing. Because that's how he sent it.
But then again, get it from the source.
Well, there's obviously going to be some sort of...
Snack mix.
Oh, there's an everything flavor. Just hit enter. And how does he find this crap?
Right there, 24.
Yeah.
24 for all of them?
for a pack of 6.
Not bad.
Jalapeno one.
Okay.
Holy shit.
Since you brought it up.
Get the
He said, since you brought it up.
Jason.
What?
Pack of 24 for $26.
What?
Original.
Oh, the original.
Well, yeah, but still.
Oh, this is cool. So anyway, we did. So we bottled batch 2, obviously. Then we bottled our bite sauce for the first time.
Yeah.
The jalapeno. Oh, sorry. Aged Parmesan and jalapeno. I mean, so if you're looking for a snack that doesn't have a lot of ingredients in it, ooh, it's got a little heat.
That's good.
They don't know what they're doing. Should taste pretty well.
Good job.
So yeah, you're taking one off the floor.
Yeah, you're eating the one that fell in your crotch, Dooley.
It's on my shoe.
Now it's
Yeah, that's all you.
Where'd it go?
right there.
All right.
But so
Floor didn't hurt no one.
we had a good turnout on the fire sauce, batch 2 and 1. Batch 1 is almost completely gone.
Yeah.
You know, like, we're calling it batch 1, even though we all know it's not the first batch. But it's the first one that we bottled.
No, I remember the first
Yeah.
batch. I helped you make it.
So the first batch that we bottled. So what we're doing is we're gonna just keep changing, just putting the batch number on the bottle. We will reserve. So we have several bottles from batch 1 reserve, several bottles from batch 2 reserve, and then we'll just keep reserving. So we'll have a reserve series
Yeah.
that we could either sell as a pack, or we'll raffle off, like, you know, to people, like, for giveaways and whatnot.
Smart idea.
Yeah.
But the bite sauce,
That I don't think you can batch.
no, we made a lot of that, and it went over really well. Like, so we.
Or, I mean, reserve.
Oh no, there's no reserving it.
It's not that one, no.
But did you see the bottle?
The bite, no.
I saw it says must refrigerate.
Yeah, it says keep in your fridge
Yeah.
because it was gonna be keep in yo.
I like it.
So, yeah, we only got 3 bottles of that left from our first batch.
Damn.
It went over really well. But again,
Well, I'll
like
say
this-
because Noel's like, dude, that horseradish sauce was fucking delicious. I'm like, yeah, man.
well, like I walked up to give it to him.
Yeah.
Because he gave me a bottle of his sauce.
Yeah.
He's like, sorry, man. He's like, I'm out of labels. And I was like, bro. Because we were talking about the fire sauce. And he's like, yeah, I can't do that shit anymore. he's like, I used to be able to eat Thai chilies just straight off the plant. He's like, I can't do that shit anymore. And like him and his brother had some Firebirds the last time we worked together. And he's like, oh, that shit's insane. Because he was asking what sauce we had over there. And I was like, oh, we got 1 and 2. And he was like, yeah, no. But he gave me one of his sauces. So then I was like, oh, dude. I completely forgot that I had the bite sauce. So I ran back over to him. I was like, here, man, we got the bite sauce. This is like a horseradish base. And he was like, word. And he was like, as I'm talking to him, I was like, he's like already peeling it open. And I was like, he's, you know, on a sushi truck. I was like,
Yeah.
it goes great on tuna. He's like, yeah, that's about to happen right now. There's a line. Like, people ordering. He's like, yeah, that's no,
this is
snack
good.
time.
Snack time.
Hold on.
You can fucking wait on your sushi. Making this shit.
But I forgot to go back and check on him.
Yeah.
Like, because, you know, we were running around doing our thing, and, like, we were ordering sushi rolls, and then we would forget that we...
Gave him sauce. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
like, we would forget that we had to go get it.
Oh, yeah.
And so Melissa's like, now I see how this shit happens. Like, when we're like, where's this motherfucker at? Like, we've had their food for, like, 15 minutes ready. You know,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
And, like, we're like, oh, shit. Like, then I went back over there, and I was like... And then, of course, you know, Noel being Noel, he's like, man, you should have told me it was you. Because she went to order.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, dude. Like, I will pay.
Yeah.
Because, A, we're not we're not trading fucking like, oh, I'm giving you a Philly, you're giving me sushi rolls.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have Phillies. Like, so now I'm just here to support you, who in turn was supporting us by covering us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we didn't look like shitbags, and Garage still has a food truck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, like, Garage was, like, they came up to us and they were like, can't believe that you guys are actually still here. There were, like, other food trucks that said, like, fuck it. You know, like, well, we got shit to sell. We just don't have, like, we talked about bringing the Blackstone.
Shit.
And, like, it was, like, all right, man, we're just going to do second best Phillies.
Right.
That's all we got, man. Second best Phillies. We'll just sling them in the parking lot. You know, I was just like, how long do you think that would have lasted? Like, I was like, I don't know, man. The white coffin cooler can hold a lot of fucking cheese and fucking Philly meat. Like, onions don't necessarily need to be refrigerated.
Yeah.
You can, like, just keep the meat and cheese cold. Like,
We're good.
We could sling some Phillies. I mean, the bread might not be toasted perfectly because, you know,
It's on the flat top.
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
Blackstone, but yeah.
yeah, like it's not my
I'm
normal
only gonna
setup.
do like 2 to 4 orders at a time.
I mean, if we're just selling Phillies,
Yeah.
I can cook a lot of Phillies at one time.
Yeah.
I'm talking about bread over here. Then
Well, half of it would be for toasting bread. Yeah, half of it like
yeah, so I'll probably sell like what 4
as
to
long as
6.
somebody else is putting the bread down.
Yeah.
You know, you work your meat in the middle, like,
Dolly!
and then you got your raw meats going in on the like the left side,
Yeah.
and like slowly cook to the bread.
Conveyor
Cook
belt
it, yeah,
a little
cook it
bit,
toward
like-
the bread, and then like boom, cheese it, send it. Like
Yeah.
That's like, cause he hit me up on
it would
Saturday.
have been shitty. It would have sucked.
But people are still like, it's fucking Philly.
Yeah, because he hit me up. He's like, "We're just pretty much hanging out here."
Yeah, I was
hanging
just
out."
seeing what you were doing.
He's
Like, I
like-
forgot about the Penn State game and all that shit.
He's like, "If you're bored, you know, you come out hang out." I'm like, "Dude, I'm fucking never been drinking, man." Like he's like just laughing at me. I'm like,
Yeah.
"Hey, you know,
I get it. It's noon.
I hadn't had a drink till afternoon. Well, since I left the bar the night before,
Right.
Well, the morning before, because it's after midnight. So
But we had a really good time out there, though. Like, you know, getting to actually talk to people.
yeah, which you
Like,
normally never get a chance.
Yeah,
to do,
you normally
so.
never get because we're so busy.
Yeah.
You know, but getting an opportunity to talk to people and like people who like knew the truck came there for our truck.
Yeah.
You know, and they're like, we were bummed to hear about the truck. You know,
Well,
like
hey, we'll try this.
I mean,
Yeah.
like no, they were like, you know, they asking like what happened. You know,
Yeah.
and like, well, you know, we're supposed to be here Wednesday, so let's
Fingers crossed, fingers crossed.
let's everybody reconvene here on Wednesday. You're either gonna get Vangs or you're gonna get us. Like, but yeah, so he was kind enough, you know, when we explained our situation and like, you're at the mercy of the parts god.
Yeah.
You know, is the part available? Can it get here? Can they get it installed in time?
Yeah.
I have nothing but faith in the 76 because
Yeah.
Dom.
Say choice. I know you're kind of blind right now.
Dom was. Dom's that guy. He knows that it's our livelihood.
Yeah. So he's trying to get you back as
Yeah. Well, I
as
mean,
possible.
I don't want to say we jumped the line in front of people who need an oil change for their Civic, but he's gonna take care of us. Yeah, mine are in that cooler over there
Yeah, he got his. He got his on ice.
because mine,
Yeah,
because mine were fucking
I
like
forgot those right now.
shelf hot. I almost started drinking Peepers.
Hey, hey, you got plenty.
So yeah, with all the everything going our way, the shop is, you know, I think they're confident that we will be available on Wednesday, and the problem that we have is if we're not available on Wednesday, if we don't find out soon enough, we are not going to be able to prep fast enough.
Yeah.
So then Vangs would have to cover for us. But
Well, yeah.
True. At least you got things to like, hey, we got y'all.
yeah, I mean, so that was my interesting week. So now we're going into the 10 essential tools for mastering Italian cooking. Since Dooley brought it up earlier today, and he was trying to figure out what do I do with 15 pounds of ricotta.
I mean, that was kind of just like random, but I mean, I have 15 pounds just kind of chilling.
I mean, you could always turn it into mozzarella. We didn't think about that.
Ricotta.
But ricotta? Really?
I'm pretty sure it's
Oh,
part of
no.
the curd system.
I'm sorry, I have
You make ricotta before you make mozzarella, right?
I'm sorry, I have 22 pounds of mozzarella.
Good God. You're not a pizza joint. What the fuck?
I got a lot of shit.
Like, did
You
you
need
have
a pizza oven now, apparently.
Did you have an Italian party? You can use it on your bread and spreads.
Oh yeah, I do it for
On the ricotta.
Yeah, I say fuck the menu bullshit for this. Like the chili fries, supposed to have like cheddar.
Those are
No,
great.
I use mozzarella now because I'm trying to get rid of it. But
All right, so number one, the large Dutch oven. See, Italian? Do they use a lot of...
Probably for making the sauces and everything. Yeah.
I don't know. Let's ask
Well,
the
let's
producer.
read what it
Would you
is.
like to sit down and talk? She does not make... First off, I think you're wrong. Because you don't cook tomatoes in cast iron.
True.
Stewing and braising.
Roasting,
Generally cooking meat.
Yeah, braising meat.
Is there a lot of braised
Making
meat in Italian?
fazool.
Oh.
Pasta vajoule.
Again, there's tomatoes in that.
Yeah. Spider.
See, I thought that was Asian. Is this like for fishing out like your gnocchi?
Probably.
All right, so spider, anyone who
Pasta.
doesn't understand,
That's
like
because people
it's
keep their pasta water. So you're cooking your pasta, then you have your pasta water boiling too. You can
I never understand why it's called a spider.
That's my theory.
She's coming through nice and clear,
web.
actually.
Web.
Well, yeah, true.
But why is it always on a wooden handle?
I don't get that either.
Oh,
Well, you can't make that-
No, I think because they keep it in. Don't they like keep it in the pasta
To
water?
prevent it from overboiling.
Yeah.
And at the same time.
See, I don't,
'Cause
I'm
if you
not
keep
buying
it-
that.
If you keep
I
it
feel
wooden,
like if you leave it in the water that long, it's going to get soggy and it's going to become.
no, because
Bendable.
like just like if you boil pasta water, if you leave the wooden
But
spoon
if
on
you
top
put
of it,
that over the pan,
Oh, across the top.
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
now it won't overflow, and you can just reach in.
Yeah. Plus, it doesn't get hot.
and it's only
Okay,
$10
yeah.
on Amazon.
I'll give you that. It's only $10 because the fucking handle's a stick.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. Deep
All right,
dish.
deep baking dishes. Okay, lasagnas. Like they do a lot of casseroles.
Yeah.
Pickled
Rare roast
green
beef.
tomatoes. What?
Rare roast beef with pickled green tomatoes. Wait, what?
That does sound interesting.
Does sound interesting, but
I don't think you need to buy yours from Williams Sonoma though.
No. $9 by 13 for $40. Eee.
I don't think this is essential. A large wooden cutting board. I think a large cutting board in general, every kitchen should have.
Ah, so we can put it on the table.
So you can make your bread and spread.
Bread and spread,
Like-
and your butter boards.
They didn't do it justice for what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, charred artichokes.
Yeah, there's just like an artichoke cut in half on a cutting board with a lemon with a seed still on the cutting board. Like that's gonna get into your food.
And your lemon water.
Yeah, but I mean, like again, like why are the seeds on your cutting board? I feel like if you do anything else on this cutting board,
Yeah, that should be for like presentation. Tongs.
oh come on,
That's
Really?
not
essential
Italian.
Italian. Like we need tongs.
That's essential everything cooking. Unless you want to pick it up by your fucking hand and burn your
Dude,
shit.
look how good my finger's doing.
Eh,
Like,
better.
in a week.
In a week,
That's
yeah,
pretty
it was
good in
better.
a week. Last week, remember, it was like
It
flapped
looked like your
over.
fucking fingers falling off from
Yeah.
the side.
And he's hitting it on everything.
Yeah, I'm still in. I've learned.
No, the wooden spoon. Definite.
Well, is that okay? Now, here's my question: is this the wooden spoon that they're showing? Like, oh, that's a measurement of pasta with the hole in the middle.
That's what I was thinking.
I
That's
mean,
a little big.
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
It depends on the
Well,
person.
a family of 4, maybe.
Hey, shut up, okay? According to the pasta macaroni and cheese, I am a family of 4, okay?
According to this, oh, okay, that's not
Yes.
bad. I was going to make a joke about the Parm Crisp, but according to this, it's only 2 servings, so we're good if you eat them all at once.
I actually have this exact one.
You do at home or at work?
I bought it and I brought it to work.
Okay, I don't know why you brought it to work.
Well,
other than
I'm
practice.
bringing it back home because there's no space for me to have the attachment to the table.
Place?
Again, isn't that a little
Still.
expensive? Isn't that a little expensive to be bringing to work?
Yeah, I'd be afraid somebody fucking steal it.
Theirs was 72. Mine was fucking like 25. I have a secret stash.
You said the exact same one, but the exact same brand. Scroll down.
Brand, yeah.
Atlas pasta machine.
It's Alice. That's all I know.
Where'd you get it?
Amazon, $40.
Well, that's not bad.
Ooh, fresh pasta with spicy corn.
I want the one for the
asparagus.
KitchenAid though. Yeah, the attachment. That bitch is like $175.
Because I got the hand roller and everything like that, so I'm gonna use it somewhere. There's a Italian word.
Is that mezzaluna?
Mezzaluna for herbs and shit like that.
I have two.
The OG food processor.
Right? Why wouldn't you just use the food processor?
Because it's the OG.
Oh, the scissors. I also got the scissors that have like 5 blades for herbs.
Oh.
Not pasta.
I was like, how do you have a scissor that has 5?
It's like one handle, but it's got like 5 blades.
Yeah, I was thinking you're like, interchange.
Interchange blades.
I was like, why do you need that?
It's like a 6 spins on the end and like.
A food mill.
Is this? See, I don't have one of these,
Or
honestly.
like your mashed potatoes or your...
Well, I mean, I have a ricer. Yeah,
Comes
a medium dish to rice potatoes. So I have a ricer. I don't call it a food mill, because I guess a mill requires it to spin. And mine just has like the press.
Yeah.
It looks like a big ass garlic press.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's got like a
For your
2 ounce
for your
or like
ricer?
a 2 cup.
For your
Yeah, the ricer.
Yeah.
But I mean, do people? Okay, so they mill their tomatoes.
Potatoes.
No,
Oh, okay. Tomato.
yeah, to get a smooth marinara, to get rid of the skins and seeds.
Well,
Babe,
Yeah.
we need a food mill.
Okay. Christmas is coming up.
I feel like this is every cooking.
All right. Saute pan.
Yeah. Anyway, just so everyone's aware, saute pans have straight sides.
Not curved.
Is that it? That's our top 10.
Yep.
Saute was like the last. Like
Yeah.
that's so. Like,
You need a
that is
saute
nice.
pan because there's a significant difference.
Skillet has flared sides. Well,
Oh,
saute pan has
I didn't
wide
even
flat
read
base.
that. 'Cause I was
Skillet
like,
has flared sides, while saute pan has wide flat base of the high straight side.
well, see, this one also has a helper's handle, which is the handle in the front.
Yep.
Which is because sometimes, you know, you get a little overzealous and you make a lot of shit in one pan and you're like, shit, how am I going to pick that up?
Am I just gonna He-Man it and
Yeah,
just go
yeah.
back here? No.
Like, you gotta take the handle and
put it on your fucking
phone,
arm and everything.
like-
and you're holding it with the other one. You're like,
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah.
I don't got it. I'm gonna slip and fall and bust my ass.
Or it's like burning right here, and like
Yeah.
you get like the little ring from where like the pot hangs, like from the handle.
I remember doing that shit Holiday Inn. I was like, fuck it.
Towel.
Towel. All I need to do is bring it over literally 2 feet. Like, let's go.
They're almost done. So close. But why does this never want to operate correctly?
I don't know, but this bag of beef meat.
Oh, by the way, this podcast is brought to you by Schmidt Sandwiches.
I don't think it's open.
Don't forget your Schmidt. You got a little bit of Schmidt on your face.
Do I have some Schmidt on my face? I'm sorry.
Once again, thank you for listening to Team Fat Kid Choose a Fat. You can find us on Facebook at Team Fat Kid, on Instagram at Team Fat Kid Nation, on Twitter at Team Fat Kid 1. All right, I screwed myself up.
Yeah, you're doing great.
I know, right?
It's fine.
And on YouTube at Team Fat Kid. And for all your knife and apparel needs, you can find us online at www.teamfatkidnation.com.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
Focus.
I'll focus.
Focus. You can find us on Facebook at.
Team Fat Kid Food Truck.
Oh, sorry, yeah, the food truck. You can find on Facebook at.
Team Fat Kid Food
I
Truck.
was all worried about you. You can find the food truck on Instagram,
Team Fat Kid Food
the
Truck.
Twitter.
At Fat_Truck.
You can call us for all your pre-order and catering needs at.
757-427-1586.
Remember,
Stay hungry.
be creative.
And don't forget to sharpen your knives.
Yay!
She
She understood the assignment.
Yeah, you had one job.
I didn't even hear Dennis that the first time. I was like, why are you pointing at me? I don't know what's going on. I'm so happy I don't do any of that.